Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Armagan, and this is the Iraqi Dinar Hub channel. Today's video is one that could have a profound impact on the financial future of many, as we delve into a topic that may seem a bit technical at first, but carries significant implications for Iraq's economy. We're discussing the Central Bank of Iraq's strategy to remove zeros from the Iraqi dinar, an economic move that could reshape the financial landscape of the country. Now, this isn't some far-fetched concept from a sci-fi film. It's a real-world financial decision that could redefine the way Iraq's economy functions. So, what's all the excitement about? Let's break it down. The idea behind deleting zeros is to simplify the currency by removing excess digits, making transactions more manageable, and reducing the impact of inflation. As it stands, the Iraqi dinar has a high numerical value due to inflation, making even simple purchases require large stacks of cash. Inflation erodes the purchasing power of a currency, making everyday transactions cumbersome and creating an economic imbalance. Many nations in the past have taken drastic steps to address this issue, stabilizing their economies and restoring faith in their currency. Iraq, having endured decades of economic hardships caused by war, sanctions, and political turmoil, is now at a point where financial reform is being seriously considered. The government, along with the Central Bank of Iraq, sees this as an opportunity to move toward greater economic stability. However, the crucial question remains, will this strategy be successful? According to an insider source at the Central Bank of Iraq, this initiative could materialize sooner if inflation remains under control. But removing zeros from the currency isn't just a simple numerical adjustment. It's part of a broader financial plan aimed at integrating Iraq's currency with global standards, potentially bringing it in line with major international currencies like the US dollar, euro, or British pound. This is where the concept of currency pegging comes into play. For those unfamiliar with the term, pegging refers to tying the value of a country's currency to another, more stable currency, or a basket of currencies. If the Iraqi dinar were pegged to the US dollar, for instance, its value would be directly linked to the strength of the dollar, ensuring more stability and predictability in exchange rates. This could increase confidence in the dinar and make it more attractive to investors and Iraqi citizens alike. However, pegging is not a guaranteed formula for success. Looking at historical examples, Turkey in the early 2000s faced severe hyperinflation, which drastically devalued its currency. To address this, the Turkish government removed 6 zeros from its lira and pegged the new currency to more stable international currencies. This helped stabilize the economy and restored public confidence. The question is, can Iraq replicate such success? If Iraq's plan to remove zeros is executed effectively, it could mark a major turning point for the country. However, inflation remains the primary challenge. If inflation is not kept in check, the entire process could collapse, leading to economic instability. The nightmare scenario would be waking up one day to find that the money in your hands has lost significant value overnight. No one wants that outcome. So, what can individuals do to prepare for this major shift? The best strategy is to stay informed. Keep an eye on official statements from the Central Bank of Iraq and monitor inflation trends. Being aware of potential changes allows individuals to make sound financial decisions ahead of time. Another important approach is diversification, spreading investments across various assets instead of relying solely on one form of wealth storage. A diversified portfolio can act as a safeguard against economic fluctuations. Additionally, community engagement plays a critical role. Large-scale currency reforms are not just about economic calculations. They also hinge on public perception and trust. Fear and uncertainty can derail even the best planned financial strategies, so it's essential for people to stay informed, share knowledge, and participate in discussions about these changes. Now, let's take a step back and consider the bigger picture. How do you feel about this initiative? Are you optimistic about the potential benefits, or do you see risks that could outweigh the rewards? The success of this plan will not be determined by economic factors, alone it will also depend on public confidence, government transparency, and Iraq's political stability. These elements must align for the transition to be successful. Another crucial aspect of this transformation is the role of currency auctions. For years, these auctions have been a tool for the Iraqi government to control the exchange rate of the dinar, ensuring a level of stability in the economy. Maintaining a predictable exchange rate is vital because it allows businesses to plan effectively, protects citizens from extreme price fluctuations, and prevents economic crises. However, if the government decides to phase out currency auctions, what mechanism will be used to ensure continued financial stability? One major development that may take many by surprise is the government's increasing focus on lower denomination banknotes. By introducing and promoting the use of smaller currency notes, authorities aim to encourage more transactions in the dinar rather than the US dollar. This shift is designed to reduce dependence on foreign currencies and reinforce the strength of Iraq's own monetary system. But issuing more lower denomination notes isn't enough on its own. Public education is equally important. People need to understand the benefits of using the dinar for everyday transactions instead of defaulting to the US dollar. Businesses, too, will need to adjust to these changes. If the government's push for greater use of the dinar is successful, Iraq could witness a significant transformation in its economic practices. This doesn't mean the US dollar will disappear entirely from Iraq's financial landscape, but the goal is to create a healthier balance where the dinar plays a more central role in the local economy. Imagine walking into a market where transactions are predominantly conducted in dinars, strengthening local businesses and reducing inflationary pressures. Such a change could set the stage for long-term economic stability, but it won't happen overnight. The road ahead is long, and the transition will require careful management. So, what does the future hold for Iraq's economy? Ultimately, the success of this plan will depend on the government's ability to maintain inflation control, uphold a stable exchange rate, and foster strong international relations. If Iraq can strengthen economic ties with neighboring countries and establish favorable trade agreements, the country could unlock new opportunities for growth. However, none of this will be possible without political stability. Without a secure and well-governed environment, economic reforms will struggle to take root. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Iraq's plan to remove zeros from the dinar is a step in the right direction, or do you see it as a risky move that could have unintended consequences? Drop your opinions in the comments below, and let's get a conversation going. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share it with others who might be interested, and subscribe for more updates on this evolving story. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.